doing stand-up comedy, standing right in front of James and Betty, where they can pray for the backside of me. You know, because you try to hide everything with the camera. I got on 2 pair of Spanx right now. I can't breathe. I put on one pair. I had a hole in. I thought I had a tumor, you know. Like, there's one man has no idea what I'm talking about. If you don't know what Spanx are, that means your wife is skinny and we don't like her. In Jesus' name. But yeah, this is the thing. I gave up Spanx in Afghanistan. That's because that's where you should give up Spanx. If you've never walked through the Afghanistan sand in a pair of Spanx, let's just say I have a rash that the government is still trying to identify. But I got invited to do a USO tour. I was so excited. It was just before they got Osama bin Laden, so I feel like I had a hand in that. Because I did tell General Webster, if you want to shut this war down, you send the menopausal mothers over here packing. And notice how I do the gun. That's when you mean business right there. This is L.A. law. This is Andy Griffith. But I'm just saying. And so I went over there, and I was really excited to get to do it because, you know, I'm a Christian, unbeknownst to James. But I am, and I was excited because they had country music stars, and then they went over there with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, so we had a lot in common. I told them I wear my Spanx on the inside of my clothes. They wear their spandex right out where everybody can see. And they have strategically placed stars on their spandex. I don't have that. And so we're on this plane. Now, we're flying for like 30 hours. Have you ever been on a plane for like 30 hours and you're 50? There are parts of you that will swell. Water, it's called water weight. Water collects, they said. Well, it collects in places I never had water collected. My fingers look like little sausages. That's how bad it was. And then this general, this big shot from the sergeant major of the whole army's on there. He tells all of us girls, now you might want to get spruced up. We're going to have a photo shoot on the tarmac when we get to Kuwait City. Ain't that wonderful? And he's looking at me when he said it. So, you know, there I was having this dilemma. I didn't want to give in to the peer pressure, but they already had their bags of mascara out and their lipstick, and I'm like, what I got? Blistex. So I decided I'm going to have to get spruced up, so I went in the bathroom. Now, here's the thing. Here's how the Lord is miraculously working in my life. You ever tried to put on a pair of Spanx in an airplane bathroom? My body twisted in ways I didn't know it could. It was amazing. And then one of the girls that was the MC of our show, she had been on the cover of Playboy and stuff like that, so you know it was just wonderful chatting with her. All 3 words. And so one night we were in Iraq, and you know you're wanting to be. I love the soldiers. The finest military known to the planet is our military, and so I wanted to be funny and all that. I wanted to be respectful because they all had guns. And so what was so wild, this MC, this girl who, let's just say there are parts of her that walks in the room before other parts of her. And she seemed very proud of those parts. And she told me one night, you know, honey, I have a whole bodysuit Spanx if you'd like to try it. It hooks around your ankle and pushes everything up and over, if you know what I mean. When I couldn't slap her, I already told her I was a Christian. It took that whole cheerleading squad to get that thing on me. You just lay down, it hooks on your heels, and it pushes everything in an upward position. And it was uncomfortable. I couldn't breathe, and I said, "Oh, General Webster, how you doing, sir? I don't normally dress like this. This is not my cleavage, this is my ankles." Cleavage in front of James Robison.